Gene Hackman is one of Hollywood's best actors and also one of its hardest co-stars to work with. He took acting very seriously, putting all his effort into every role and wanting the same from everyone else. When a co-star's big ego, laziness, or lack of hard work got in the way, Hackman did not hide that he was upset. Over his long career, that strong commitment led to amazing acting and to some big fights behind the scenes. From growing anger to 12 straight weeks of being yelled at, these are the actors who made him really mad. This is about the 7 actors Gene Hackman got along with the worst and the real stories behind their bad feelings. Number 1. John Travolta. Gene Hackman always saw acting as a special skill, with lots of hard practice, full focus, and strict rules. So when he started working on Get Shorty in 1995 and saw John Travolta relying just on his natural charm instead of practice, they clashed right away. The first sign came on the very first day. Hackman had spent his whole weekend learning 8 long pages of lines by heart. Travolta said he had not even tried. When Hackman told him he had used the whole weekend to get ready, Travolta just shrugged and said, "That's a waste of a weekend." That one comment told Hackman all he needed to know. After that, the anger built up more and more. Travolta often forgot his lines, missed his timing, and used cue cards that director Barry Sonnenfeld had to hold up off camera. Hackman, who hated easy ways out and showing off, got madder every day, sometimes yelling at Sonnenfeld just because he could not yell at his co-star. "You're not mad at me," Sonnenfeld finally told him. "You're mad at John." Travolta made things worse. He sometimes came late, once holding up filming just to try on suits for the Oscars. To Hackman, who did not like Hollywood fancy stuff and big egos, it was the worst thing. When Travolta asked where to start a scene, Hackman said in a dry way, pointing at the big cue card, "Right there, John, top of your cue card." Travolta did not even notice the joke, but even with all the mess, Get Shorty was a big hit. And Travolta even won a Golden Globe, but Hackman never changed his mind. To him, Travolta was a movie star pretending to act, not a real actor doing the hard work. And for Gene Hackman, that's something no award can change. Number 2. John Wayne. Gene Hackman did not usually hold onto bad feelings in Hollywood, but John Wayne gave him no choice. Long before they ever met, the Duke had already decided he did not like Hackman, and he told everyone around him. According to Wayne's daughter Asa, her father would complain about Hackman every time he came on screen. There was no middle ground, no reason, just mean words. "The worst actor in town, he's awful." Wayne said it again and again. He did not talk about the acting, he just said Hackman was no good as an actor at all. Hackman never said anything bad back in public, but the words hurt him a lot. He believed in full practice, real feelings, and becoming the character. Everything Wayne stayed away from by just being his famous self. People close to them say Hackman quietly thought Wayne's mean words came from feeling unsure, hiding as strong talk, especially since Wayne liked roles with simple good and bad and strong right-wing heroes. What makes their bad feelings so odd is that they never worked on a movie together. Wayne's dislike came from far away, and Hackman answered with quiet until quiet was his answer. As Hackman's career took off with Unforgiven, Hoosiers, and the Royal Tenenbaums, Wayne was already gone. Even Asa later said her father probably would have changed his mind if he had lived to see Hackman's best work, but they never made up. No handshake, no talk, not even a quiet fix. Wayne's dislike did not slow Gene Hackman down at all. If anything, it showed the difference between old Hollywood stories and the new time of real, hard work acting, and Hackman picked exactly which side he was on. Number 3. Denzel Washington. Gene Hackman never worried about other actors being good, but when he started on the set of Crimson Tide, he met the one co-star who would not give in at all. Denzel Washington did not just match Hackman's strong acting. He pushed back just as hard, turning every scene into a fight neither man wanted to lose. The difference was strong from the first day. Hackman came in like a strict leader, every line practiced, every feeling planned out. Washington came with a different kind of energy, natural, hard to predict, and very strong. Hackman saw the freestyle as a dare. Washington saw Hackman's exact way as a challenge, and suddenly the movie's made-up fight for power became a real one. Washington later said clearly he was never scared. "I don't think I've been intimidated by another actor. This is my arena. Whoever walks in the gym, let's go at it." He liked Hackman as one of the best, but he was not going to let him push him around. Practice felt ill. Ike boxing matches. 2 strong fighters moving around, neither wanting to let the other set the speed. People close say Hackman liked Washington's skill but quietly did not like the push back. He thought scenes needed one clear leader and Washington kept changing the power. The anger never became a big public fight, but it made the air so full of energy that after Crimson Tide, they never worked together on screen again. Still, the anger helped. Their fights became the heart of the movie. Real, full of power, hard to forget. Washington left feeling good about it. Hackman left feeling tired, and Hollywood got one of the best two-man fights ever on film. For Hackman, Crimson Tide showed that some actors don't just come into the fight, they come to win it. For Washington, it was easy. If you're in his gym, you'd better be ready to fight. Number 4, Margot Kidder. Gene Hackman started Superman in 1978 with the same strong rules that shaped his whole career. He treated the role of Lex Luthor like war planning, every line practiced, every move planned, but across from him was Margot Kidder. Lois Lane played with free fun and playful energy Hackman had no time for. From the first day their ways clashed. Hackman stayed deep in Lex Luthor's bad side. Kidder told jokes between takes, made up lines, and tried to keep things fun during long days of filming. What she saw as fun, he saw as messing things up. Crew people remembered Hackman saying quietly, "Some of us are trying to make a movie here." Whenever Kidder's fun broke his focus, Kidder did not back down. She thought Hackman's serious way was too much. Once telling a friend, "He's so deep into Luthor, he forgets the rest of us are allowed to breathe." Hackman wanted control. Kidder wanted freedom. Their scenes had a quiet anger. Lois Lane and Lex Luthor were not just enemies in the story, but in how they acted too. There were signs of liking each other. Hackman said she had very sharp natural skill. Kidder later said good things about him as a strong force and one of the greats, but they never got close. When the Superman movies ended, both left with the same quiet truth. Their ways were too different, their mix too strong, and the anger was going to happen on screen and off. Number 5, Richard Harris. Gene Hackman was not easy to upset, but being forgotten hurt him more than any fight on set. He spent his career respecting the people he worked with, remembering the long nights, the hard work, the shared effort. So when he started on Unforgiven and Richard Harris said hi like they had never met, it hurt him more than anyone knew. Harris had no memory of their earlier movie together. Hackman did, and to him forgetting felt less like a mistake and more like not caring. "We were in the trenches," he said quietly later, "and he acts like we've never met." Hackman did not say it to his face. Instead, he took that quiet anger right into his acting. The result was amazing. In the scene where Little Bill badly beats Harris's English Bob, crew people say Hackman acted with a strength that went way past the story. Every hit strong, every look full of something personal. Harris later joked, "Gene hit like a man who meant it," saying the beating felt like it had extra feeling. They never talked about it, they never fixed it. When filming ended, Hackman and Harris were nice, far apart, and finished. Harris died in 2002. Hackman stopped acting soon after, and the hard beating in Unforgiven is the only sign of anger neither man ever said out loud. Number 6, Liza Minnelli. Some Hollywood bad feelings come from big egos, but Gene Hackman and Liza Minnelli fought for a much deeper reason. They lived in different worlds. Hackman treated every set like holy ground, wanting quiet and hard work. Minnelli brought Broadway fun, talkative, full of music, hard to predict. And when Lucky Lady in 1975 put them together on a small boat off Mexico, their opposite ways did not just bump, they blew up. Hackman came very focused. Minnelli filled free time with laughs and songs. To her, it kept everyone happy. To him, it broke the work. Burt Reynolds remembered Hackman yelling, "Lisa, shut the F*** up." So often the crew had to leave until he calmed down. The hot weather and being stuck only made Hackman's sharp words worse, which hurt Minnelli a lot. One comment from him could make her very upset. By the end of filming, their relationship was broken for good, and the movie showed it. Bad mix, bad reviews, not much money. Hackman went on to big successes. Minnelli's movie roles went down. They never made up, never had a nice moment again. Hackman saw her as something that got in the way. Minnelli saw him as someone who took the fun out of the work. Their bad feelings ended in quiet, cold, final, and clear. Number 7, Wes Anderson. Gene Hackman was not known for being patient, and the Royal Tenenbaums showed just how little he had. The moment he found out he would be directed by 32-year-old Wes Anderson, the anger was already there. Hackman did not want the role. Anderson almost begged him to say yes. And when Hackman finally said okay, he came on set already mad about the money, about the story, and about a young director whose pretty exact movie style was so far from Hackman's real rough way. Once filming started, the clash could not be stopped. Anderson's strict plans and perfect shots went against Hackman's old way of doing things. Hackman's strong, direct words in turn upset Anderson and almost everyone else. Stories spread quickly. Hackman calling Anderson a C asterisk, yelling, "Pull up your pants and act like a man," and once making Angelica Huston cry. Bill Murray even came on his days off just to protect the director. Anderson later said he did not like it. "I was probably too young and it was annoying to him." Hackman later said he did not even understand the movie while making it. To him, Anderson's style felt like it trapped him. To Anderson, Hackman was like a big storm. He had no choice but to wait it out. And when filming ended, Hackman just left. No handshake, no nice words, not even a goodbye. It was the last time the two ever talked. In the end, these 7 fights showed Gene Hackman just as he was, great, never giving in and never scared to fight if it kept his acting safe. His bad feelings were not random. They were the price of working with a man who put hard work above everything. But were they signs of true art or friendships lost too quick? Tell us what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more untold Hollywood stories.